Hello everybody, Steve Griffiths here, developer of the MTPredictor software program. In today's MTPredictor video, I'd like to take a look at a losing trade that unfolded on the ES yesterday. I think it's important the software gurus and developers look at losing trades because it's important to understand that losses can and will and do happen. As such, let's have a look at our risk disclaimer, and again remind you that all examples in these videos should be considered as hypothetical. No trades are actually taken, they're just shown for illustration and trading purposes only. And this is the one I want to look at today. There is a risk of loss in trading and investing. No matter what trading approach you take, there always will be losing trades, and I want to have a look at that in today's video. So I want to have a look at the ES, how it unfolded yesterday. Now for you guys who are new to MTPredictor, we're not a black box system. We have automatic setups in our chart, but we don't just follow these blindly because we understand that markets are random half the time. In other words, half the time markets are not in a clear position, and as such you shouldn't be doing any kind of trading or approach. What we're looking to see is when markets come into a clear position, in other words the large degree picture is clear, and then we can look to make a trade decision. We do this by going to a higher time frame chart. So if you're trading day trading the ES on say a 3-minute chart, you'd go out to the 15-minute chart. We then place our DPs on the chart in advance. So if I use our training mode and go back to before yesterday even started, you can see that there was a major pivot low here. So we right mouse click, we do decision point, that gave you an area of support. But can you see how that was on the chart in advance? It was there before the market even got there. That's what we're looking to do. Place our DPs on the chart to see then whether the market reacts at those levels. If I turn training mode off, you can see that's indeed what the market did. It went down to this level, and that then produced the low yesterday. It did have a go at making a low here before. It then went back up and then came back down again. But we're looking to see whether the market makes reversals at our projected levels. If you're say trading daily stocks, you'd then look at a weekly DP. If you're say trading Forex or maybe a 15-minute chart, you'd go out to the hourly. So now I want to see what happened when we come down to our shorter time frame chart. You can see early on in the day the picture wasn't particularly clean. You wouldn't have been looking at this trade setup here where the history triangle is because we weren't at DP support. So this is what I mean about the market being random. There are periods when you don't get any trade setups because the market is not in a clear position. So I want to look at a bit later in the day here. Just use our trading mode and go back to this particular VS setup. You can see at the time, and it's important to look at trade setups at the time. Hindsight is actually useless, it's no good to anybody. So at the time this looked like a good trade setup because we're at the higher time frame support. We had a VS buy setup, our MTP trend was blue stroke grey. So you had a right mouse click and then done analysis, and this would have got your trade setup. If you're looking to trade a normal $20,000 account with 2% risk, that would have been going long one contract. If you had a smaller account, you'd probably want to be trading the MES. So I just want to put the same analysis on that. And let's go out to exactly the same position. Interesting, the MES had a VS set up by there earlier, but I want to look at this one here. So exactly the same. We'll go back to use our training mode to look at this bar here. Right mouse click, put the analysis on, and here if you had a smaller account, say a $10,000 account using the MES with a 2% risk, that would have given you the number of contracts. If you're trading even smaller, say a 5k account, and you wanted to risk less than $100, that would have varied the number of contracts for you there. So it allows you to have smaller risk for smaller losses when they come through. So let's go back to the main ES. So what happened? Go forward, it would have taken you into a long trade. It basically went nowhere. It drifted sideways ever so slightly before then declining, and then would have stopped you out. So this is what I wanted to show in this video. No matter how good the trade setups are at the time, you can and will get losing trades. But it's important to keep these losses small, not small just in dollars, but in relation to potential profits. Because if I go forward a couple of bars, just clear that off, we had another buy set up here. Again, this was again at our higher time frame support. So if I right mouse click on this blue buy bar, do analysis, this again gave the number of lots, contracts or shares. And if I move forward now, you can see that would have taken you into a long trade that basically went straight to the target where the profit was plus 4.7 or 4.5 times R. In other words, we're looking to have trades where the losses, and there will be losing trades, that's the purpose of this video, are kept small and minus 1R, but when the profits come through, the profits are large, not just in dollars, but in risk units. In other words, you will have losing trades and profits, but the profits are larger, in this case 4.5 times the initial risk or the losses, and that's what you aim to do to become a successful trader. Not avoid your losing trades, but keep them small, and when the profits come through, keep them large in relation to the losses. In other words, small losses and big profits and small losses. So I turned training mode off. That was then pretty much the end of the day. So I just wanted to do this video today to show you that no matter what trading approach you take, and that includes MTPredictor, you will have losing trades even when the picture looks absolutely perfectly clear. You will have losing trades, but the trick is keeping those losses small, and then when the profits come through, having profitable trades. So hopefully that's been a good example showing MTPredictor on, we'll say, the ugly side of trading, i.e. the losing side, the losses side of trading, rather than just showing good profitable trades. And I think it's important that all software vendors and software gurus actually show losing trades as well, so people who are looking at their system understand that no matter what trading approach you take, there always will be losing trades, but the trick is keeping those losses small.